All right, so with the recent Supreme Court ruling on the Second Amendment, no longer can police departments place restrictions on your license to carry. If you are not prohibited from possessing a firearm, you can also carry your firearm in all places not prohibited by law. So with that ability comes responsibility. So today, just to work on the basics, you're concealed carrying. We have a small 6-inch steel target. This is set up at about 10 yards, which is the average distance for a self-defense engagement. Probably less than that, actually. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw from our holster, from concealed, at 10 yards. We're going to have a timer. We're going to give ourselves plenty of time. We want to try to get our hit, at least our first hit, within 5 seconds. All right, so nice and easy, nice and slow. Say I have a Glock 43, that's my concealed carry. Whatever you carry, you want to train with that firearm so that you are proficient with that particular firearm, especially if you're going to carry it on you in public. All right, let's give it a shot. All right, 3.65. All right, so we sped it up a little bit, 2.95. Now again, when you draw your firearm and you have to use that firearm, don't be in a rush to put it back. Take your time putting your firearm back. If your t-shirt's in your holster, get it out the way. All right, there's no rush to put your firearm in the holster. There's no need to try to do it without looking at what you're doing. All right, you already took care of business. You neutralized the threat. Don't screw up at the end reholstering your firearm. All right, use your eyes, look at what you're doing, take your time. And we're going to talk a little bit about shooting while moving. When you're moving, the key is in between those steps, there's that little split second where everything's perfect. That's when you want to take your shot. As I'm moving, 1, 2, 3, 4. As that heel on that toe rolls, feel that smoothness, feel that smooth plane where your sights are aligned. They're not perfect, but they're good enough, and you can take that shot. All right, so did you know that whenever you shoot, your sights are never perfectly still? They're always moving. There's always a little bit of a drift going on. All right, so when you shoot, you don't need to have perfect stillness in order to get our hit. It just needs to be close enough. And what we need to do is train our brains to identify that close enough moment. So, shooting while moving, that is a very, very important skill to have. Whenever the bullets start to fly, nobody stands still, not even you. So if you can't return fire while moving, you will place yourself at a serious disadvantage. So, when you're moving, there's a brief moment between steps where there's that perfect, well, not quite perfect, but good enough stillness. Take your shot then. That time between your steps as you roll, your body's flat, it's aligned, your sights are on target. Take your shot then.
Channel mode.
All right, so hey, we're at the range, but let's take a minute to talk alternate communications. The Bofeng radio. This is the GT3WP. These are a great alternate form of communications instead of having to use your cell phone or to shout across the field, right? This is perfect for small unit tactics, all right? Perfect for local security around a homestead, around a piece of property, setting up checkpoints on your street, neighborhood watch, or whatever you want to do, all right? These also provide you situational awareness, as you've heard. You have the radio on here, so you can get the news, in addition to some tunes as you're, sitting there cooking by your fire. Also, you can get the weather.
Channel mode. 4850.
Mostly clear. Lows in the lower 50s. Thunderstorms are not forecast for this period.
All right, so you got the weather as well too, as well as the ability to listen in to what's going on around you. You can also program these radios. If you don't know how to do that, talk to me. I'll get you squared away. I'll get you programmed for your area. All right, get the your local public safety in your area if it's available and not encrypted. All right, so talk to me. We'll get you squared away. But everybody, consider having an alternate form of communications. If you can communicate and coordinate your forces when you need to, it's going to give you the tactical advantage. All right, so stay on top, shoot straight. Canic. TP9 SF Elite. If you are in the market for a budget firearm, that's going to give you all the qualities and perks of a Glock. I mean, honestly, these things will really give a Glock a run for their money. It's going to come with blackout rear sights, Warren Tactical, fiber optic front sights. All right, it's going to come with 2 magazines. It is a striker fired pistol, and this thing, fresh out the box, we're going to take a few shots. It has a great trigger. I mean, it just looks cool with the little red on the front too. I don't know if you can see it. All right, but Canic makes great budget firearms. You just get into it. You just got your license to carry. You want to get out to the range and train. This is the way to go. All right, let's give it a few shots. There you go. That's the Canic TP9 SF Elite. Fresh out the box. Great budget firearm. You can probably grab these MSRP somewhere around 430 bucks. All right, you can't go wrong. It's a great pistol to start off with. Get your training in. There's no need to go out and buy a $1,000 pistol for your first gun. All right, Canic is a great firearm to start out with, and it gives Glock a run for their money. See you later.